Hey guys, I'm Coach Michael Burt, live from the Greatness Factory in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You know, one of my favorite sayings is that money changes hands when problems are solved. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve that problem. When you get this concept of using your unique talents and abilities to solve other people's problems, it helps you sell better, it helps you have more confidence, it helps you get paid at a much higher level. So today on Super Coach, we're going to multiply your life, we're going to multiply your money, we're going to multiply your business, and we're going to show you how to go out into the marketplace and not just look for problems, but take a 2 or 3 steps toward that problem, because some people don't even know the problems that you can solve for them. You're watching Super Coach, and I'm Coach Michael Burt.
Everybody needs a coach in life. Coaching businesses and entrepreneurs like you to spike an additional 40% to your bottom line. Michael Burt is a multi-championship coach, best-selling author, trainer, motivator, and all-around super coach. Now, from the Greatness Factory Studios, this is Super Coach.
Hey guys, welcome back to Super Coach. I'm Coach Michael Burt, straight off an airplane from Houston, Texas. Man, did I have a lot of fun in Houston. I love going to Houston, Texas. Every month I coach Tim Gross's team. That's a great RE/MAX team. Kunal Seth's team, which is a great RE/MAX team over in Sugar Land. We do Monster Sugar Land. We do Monster Houston. I coach the Hotze Health and Wellness Center. Of course, you know Doc Hotze had to give me a good checkup while I'm there. Check my blood, check all my levels to make sure I'm operating at a very high frequency so I can go out and do big things in the world. Let me give a shout out to some folks here on there. Natalie Burt, what's up, sweetheart? My wife, Siva, Tommy Santel. Hey, if you get yourself in trouble and you can't tell who created that trouble, just call Tommy Santel, right? Amber Felt, looks like we got some roofers on here today. Matt Monero, what's up, big guy? Good to see you last week. Shout out to all the roofers out there. Evan Stewart, 25K member. Daniel Hodges, 25K member. Jim Thompson, what's up? What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day today. I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Every single week I wake up and I go out into the marketplace and I look for problems to solve. Because many years ago, I don't even remember who said it, but man, it stuck with me that there is a transfer of money from one pocket to another pocket. There's a transfer of money from one pocket to another pocket when a problem is solved. Now, when I heard that concept, when I heard that, I'm like, oh man, this is it. This is what selling is. Selling is going out into the marketplace and recognizing problems, and there are problems everywhere. Now, if you solve small problems, you get paid small money. So what I do is I go out into the marketplace and I look for big, juicy, gigantic problems that affect a lot of people. Okay? So I want to talk about this today because for you, this ties into our selling system. There's 2 things I see every single day that creates confusion for people. And one is they don't know what their unique ability is. They don't know what their unique talent is. They don't know what their unique skill set is. They don't know what their differentiator is. And number 2, they don't know how to go out into the marketplace and articulate the value. See, as a coach, one of my responsibilities as a coach is to go out there and help other people achieve some higher level of success. Right, Megan Minke, Rhonda Wax, Daniel Hodges? So the way I look at it is my job is to help a person go from where they are to where they're capable of doing. Now, how do we do that? I start looking at their problems. And I have determined that they have these problems. They don't have a good explanation of service. They don't have a selling system to generate leads. They don't have a 7-touch follow-up. And they don't know how to extract referrals. They don't know how to go from a baby star to a big star. So what I go out into the marketplace, what's up, Dave Stegg, 25K member? I go out into the marketplace and I say, who would exchange with me if I solved their problem? Who's got a big enough problem? And here's another way of looking at it. Who would spend the money to solve that problem? Because lots of people got a lot of problems. But most people will not pay the money to solve that problem. Most people, 90% of people will not solve the problem. Now, I'm building a new greatness factory. Here's a good example. Here's the problem. I want you thinking, problem, solution. Here's the problem, here's my solution, and money's going to exchange to me when I solve this problem. I'm looking out into the market. Let me ask you a question. I asked a gentleman today at lunch, in a lunch meeting, I said, when you make a decision to become great in your life, and you want to grow your knowledge and your skills and your desire and your confidence and your likability and your networks, where do you go? I asked him what market he lived in. He said, I live in Spring Hill. I said, where do you go in Spring Hill to pursue your greatness? And he thought for a second, and he's like, well, you know, I'm like, you don't have a place, do you? You don't have a place. You know why? Nobody has a place to go. Can't go down to the YMCA and say, you know, I'd like to grow my business skill set. Okay? You can't go to the church. Churches are not equipped to help people reach their potential. Okay? You can't, there's nowhere for you to go. So, hence why we're building a greatness factory. When you make a decision to become great, where do you go? You go to the greatness factory, and you go to the gym for your mind. But you could also go to the greatness factory because it's got a gym for the body, and the meditation area for the spirit, and offices to rent, and circulation, and activity, and business, and people. So my hope is that the Greatness Factory will solve a problem. Listen, there's two types of money problems. You don't have enough, which the real problem is you don't know how to sell at the highest level, or two, you got so much you don't know what to do with it, and you're looking for ways to put it somewhere. So if you really want to sell at the highest levels, which is what I want you thinking out there today, I want you thinking, whose problems do I solve? How do I go out and articulate that I can solve these problems better than anybody else? And how do I get compensated? Here's a way Dan Sullivan always coached us on, is what's the largest check you've ever cashed in your life? And who wrote you that check? And where did it originate? And why haven't you gone back there and got another one? You're watching Super Coach. I'm Coach Michael Burt. I got one more segment for you, and I'm going to talk about solving big problems. I'm going to show you some of the big problems we try to solve over the last couple of years, which helped us get the biggest payouts. And I got to get you thinking blue marlin versus bluegill, big problems versus small problems. That's what we're talking today on Super Coach, how to solve bigger problems and make some bigger money. Guys, we've built a beautiful space called the Greatness Factory, and state-of-the-art, modern, industrial, cool, and we're opening that up for people to use that. You can work from the Greatness Factory. We have packages for you to come there every day and work in a nice, upbeat, positive environment. If I'm in town, I do a little sales meeting every morning. You're welcome to sit in on. Also, we're hosting events in the evenings. If you want to do a client appreciation event, special events, podcast, anything like that, come to the Greatness Factory. Check us out. Go to mygreatnessfactory.com. Email us at info@coachburt.com. We'll be happy to reach out to you with a quote, and I guarantee you it'll be more cost effective than any other place you're going to find, and much more equipped to meet your customer needs. Email us at info@coachburt.com, and we'll be happy to help you. All right, welcome back, Super Coach. Live from the Greatness Factory. Hey, shout out to my beautiful, sweet 6-year-old daughter who turned 6 today, Ella Grace Burt. We're going to the Sounds game tonight. Thankful to the people over at WFG inviting us over there tonight. We're going to go out there and celebrate being 6 years old. She's got a new Gizmo phone. She calls me 3 or 4 times a day just to say hello. Sweetest thing in the world. Listen, money changes hands when problems are solved. I want you thinking what problem you solve in the marketplace. Several years ago, I went into the prison system, and I went in to help rehabilitate offenders in the prison system. Now, this is a big problem because we are spending double the amount on prison systems than we are on education in this country. Nobody has been able to solve that problem. So would solving that problem save the United States millions and millions of dollars? Yes. If you could come up with a creative solution, if you save the company millions of dollars, the country millions of dollars, they don't mind giving you a little piece of it. So when you're thinking about these problems that you're solving in the market, let's go to another problem. I go to the Hotze Health and Wellness Center in Houston, Texas, because here's my problem. As you age, your body naturally begins to decline. It quits producing the things you need, testosterone, thyroid, energy levels, and to do the kinds of things I want to do in the world, man, I got to have a lot of juice. So I go to Hotze Health and Wellness, I say I got a problem. I want to have as much energy as I can in a day because I want to build greatness factories and greatness factories for kids and write books and help a lot of people. How do I maintain my energy? Okay? So there's a whole new problem they're solving. Not just people who have been sick and gone to every doctor and go. Now they're solving a problem for what I call the Red Bull entrepreneur, which is a person that's jacked up, ready, excited, energetic, wants to go do it, but they just need their energy levels. And that's what they do for me. They get all of those levels right, they customize my regimen, and then they get me operating at the highest possible functioning way I can. Now, it's worth it for me to go from Nashville to Houston to get that type of specialized care. Now, that's a problem. I'm willing to exchange my money for their solution. Now, here's what I want you to remember. Every dollar that is in your pocket started in the pocket of another person. They were willing to exchange their money for your value. Money is only a problem in any sales scenario in the absence of value. And as my good friend Doc Hosey says, price is a proxy for premium. When you spend more money, you get better service, or you should get better service. You get higher level treatment. You have higher expectation. So when you're thinking about going out into the marketplace, the relationship builder goes out and tries to build networks and be nice and be friendly and handhold and love on people. The challenger goes out into the marketplace and says, look, you got a lot of problems, man. I can help you solve these specific problems. Okay? So I have become, over my years, a master at seeing problems in businesses. They don't call people back fast enough. They don't have a good selling system. They don't know how to follow up. They don't know how to extract referrals. I can go in and look at a business today and go, man, they got 3 or 4 big missing structures. If we just help them make a couple $100,000 more dollars, they wouldn't mind sharing a little bit of that with us, right? They wouldn't mind sharing a little bit of that with us. So I want you thinking, as I end this show today, I want you thinking, what problem do you solve? And we go back to the conversation that when you come into the week, you got a hit list, and your hit list is specifically calling on, going after, following up with people that you believe you can help them solve their problem, and they're willing to compensate you. Now, let me go back and ask it again, because I'm having a conversation down in Seaside, Florida with my buddy Scott Nagy, and he says something I'll never forget. It needs to be a book. He says, Coach, you and I are both fishing. The difference is you're fishing for bluegill in Percy Priest Lake, and I'm fishing for blue marlin in the Gulf of Mexico. That one conversation got me thinking, he's right. A bluegill problem is a small problem with a small payout. A blue marlin problem is a big problem with a big payout. So let me end by saying this. Monster producers think in terms of multiples. Okay, like I don't think about coaching just one RE/MAX agent. I think about how do I coach all the RE/MAX agents. I don't think about one State Farm agent. I think about 17,000 agents. I don't think about one city. I think about 50 cities. So you have to start asking this question: Who would write us the biggest check to solve that problem in Dan Sullivan's mind? Who would write us the biggest check to solve that problem? How do I get their attention? How do I articulate my value? And how do I follow up? How do I push them to something and follow up? Guys, every single week I come to you. I hate I only got 2 segments with you today, but I got to move on to something else. Listen, every single week I come to you to give you some coaching. You can go to YouTube and find me. I've got thousands of videos. We're flying up to Dayton, Ohio tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon to open up Monster Dayton. In a few weeks, we're going to Raleigh to open up Monster Raleigh. I mean, we're looking and pushing as hard as we can to take this message. And what problems does Monster Producer solve? The problem of systems, structures, process. And how do you elevate and go out there and dominate a market? How do you market yourself, grow, build, scale? How do you go out and dominate? So money changes hands when problems are solved. We take confusion and we bring total clarity to that confusion. So follow along with me. Download the podcast Super Coach. Share it with your friends. Give me a review on iTunes, Google Play, Podcast Republic, anywhere good podcasts are, YouTube, and follow along with me. And if you're interested in joining us in Monster Producer or any of our retreats, just email me, info@coachburt.com. I'd love to get you a VIP seat. Had a guest last night in Houston, Texas, man. He said, man, I saw you was in Houston, had to come, had to get it in person, had to get coached up. Go out there today and solve some big problems and get some massive payouts. I'm Coach Michael Burt. You know what I believe? Everybody needs a good coach in their life. Hey guys, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Over the last 10 years, I've been coaching some of the top performers in the world. First as a women's basketball coach that won championships, and then I began writing books coaching business people all over the world, especially in key areas: insurance, mortgage, real estate, financial services. These are highly saturated and commoditized industries. My message is about how do you look different and run faster? How do you follow up like a champion, 7 to 15 touches? How do you go inside the mind of a monster producer? So at the 8% Nation Tour, I'm gonna bring my thunder to you. I'm gonna bring a great methodology. I'm gonna show you how to follow up like a professional. I'm gonna show you how to leverage your talents. I'm gonna show you how to be compensated at the highest levels in the market. I'm gonna show you how to work a selling system to attack every day to drive more leads than you can possibly handle. So if you've been looking for a good coach in your life, you need to go ahead and get your tickets now to the 8% Nation Tour. I can't wait to be there with some of the best talent in the world coaching you and how to get significant increase in your business and become a monster producer.